Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Once again, plowing dead ahead without any regard for safety or sanity. Picking up where we left off, I did neglect to do this mission. Fortunately, I have plenty of time left to do it. I want to find an excuse to go back to Minmus. So I was looking at some of these. Position a satellite, not too bad. I could probably take care of this one. Plant a flag on Minmus. Well, there you go. I'll just head back there. Visual surveys. I think these are a little more. Take surface sample. I don't know where these are, but this wouldn't be too bad. But I want to see if there's anything else I can do. I was looking at this one. Is this the one? Yeah. Suborbital space flight on Minmus, which if I'm landing on Minmus, I get automatically. But they also want to fly by the moon, which isn't bad. Orbit the moon. That could be a little hairy. Suborbital on the moon. That's going to be even more difficult. So maybe not this one. Let's see what we have here. Land on Minmus, good. Suborbital spaceflight on Moon, not so good. Orbit around Minmus, that's fine. Suborbital spaceflight on Moon, difficult. 36 tourists, who wants to go where? Land on Minmus, orbit Moon. Suborbital spaceflight on Sun, no thank you. Okay, so we're not doing this one either. Which one would be the least annoying? I can probably do this one without too much difficulty. So I'll take that one. And which one was this? Suborbital spaceflight. Suborbital spaceflight on Kerbal, not a problem. Orbit around Moon, that's going to be a problem. At least doing this all on the same mission, I should say. Suborbital spaceflight on Minmus, land on Minmus, fly by Moon. It's not hard to hit Moon and Minmus on the same mission, but it's not reliable when you want to do it. So maybe I'll leave these. I have 8 minutes to accept this one, so I'm going to accept this one. Might as well, right? We'll get to it eventually. You gotta rescue this guy from orbit. Apparently he'll be fine in orbit for another 5 years. I don't understand how that works, but whatever. And that's all our missions, so let's get started. Okay, what do I gotta do again? First always the command module. Why? Okay. So we're gonna put a parachute on. Well, I don't know. That's what got me in trouble the last time. So I'm gonna say, let's put a little stack decoupler on top of this. Maybe flip that over so it detaches and goes with the part that detaches, which will be. I think it's under. Is it under engines? No, where is it? Under utilities? There it is. Launch escape system. That's comically large. Do I have a new pod? I do! Ooh, okay. Screw all this. There we go. I'm feeling better about this already. I can put more Kerbals in this. Gonna need some parachutes. Okay. I don't know if this has a heat shield on it. And whatever. Structural, let's see. We'll put one of these on it and again flip it over. Because this does not detach automatically. But I want to be able to detach that and get rid of it. Let's see. Now I got to get this to Minmus, which isn't so bad. I have a lander design that I've used a lot in the past. And it works really good. Is going to duplicate it quickly. Where am I looking? Fuel tanks. Okay. So basically, the idea is, and I want to... No symmetry, please. It is technically like onion stage, but it's not really going to be flown like that, if that makes any sense. Just trust me on this. The idea is that we can shed the unused tanks as we go. Oops. Get in there, you. There we go. In here like that. Do I have any real landing legs yet? They'd be under utility, wouldn't they? Yeah, I guess we have these. These are kind of alright. Let's see if I can get the height I need out of them. It's not too bad. Anyway, this would have which engine on it? This guy. Just one. Just one. You only need one. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Maybe I can position these a little lower. Gotta watch out for my center of mass too. Well, you know what I can do now? I keep forgetting I can do this. Doop doop. And we'll just get this as far out as we can. There we go. Whoops. No, no, no. No. Get that centered. Okay. That looks crazy as hell, but it'll work. Okay, so this should get us to minimus and back. Oh, solar panels, because there's no... where am I looking? Here we go. We'll go with these ones. That'll be fine. Okay, the hatch is there, so nobody's going to be obstructed. I won't need a ladder or anything. I think we're okay. What's this? This is that's the escape system. No. Put that way the hell out of the way. Put this here. And stack decoupler. I plan to do those manually anyway, and these I don't want to detach at all. Okay. Good. So now I gotta get this to minimus. Okay. So how many... Well, first of all, I'm going to need a pilot. Jebediah is dead, so we're not going to consider him. These are my tourists. I only have two, huh? Alright. Valentina needs to turn at the wheel. That'll be good. And what do these tourists need to do? Who's going where here? Plant a flag on Minmus. That's not a problem. Oh, I'm going to need an empty seat to rescue what's-his-face. I could probably do something about that. In fact, let's do that right now. And we'll get a decoupler on the way. Where's the decoupler? Decoupler. I don't know why that's rotated. Okay, decoupler. And let's see, if I'm going to rescue this guy... okay, we don't need the monoprop in here. That's just extra weight. But I'm thinking I will... do I have something nice? Here's a Mark 1 lander can. Right, okay. Just kind of shooting from the hip here. Utilities, parachute. I'm going to need 2 of these. Like that. Now this is not going to survive re-entry on its own. I just know it. It just has some monoprop though, which is interesting. So I'll stick some monoprop thrusters on it. Eeny, meeny, miny. Where the hell are they? Control, right. We just need 2. I'm not going very far. Yeah, this doesn't have any whatchamacallits on it. I don't trust the heat tolerance on this for deorbiting. So what I'm looking for is, do I have the heat shields yet? I do. The ablative shield. That's not really the size I want. That's a little overkill, but you know what? Better to overkill the design than overkill the passenger, right? Right. So that'll be good for that. I don't know if this guy needs one. But we'll get there. This also is, I think, a nice transition to the larger size of fuel tank. So we'll go to a nice big decoupler there. Sure, why not? I guess. And fuel tanks. Fuel tanks. I still haven't unlocked the big ones, huh? Alright. I'll just copy this down a bit, and we'll stick a nice big engine on top of that. What's the biggest one we got? We have a mainsail. We have a mainsail. Let's see. Will a mainsail do 3 tanks? Thrust to weight ratio of 1.9. Fantastic. Alright, so let's structurally stabilize this guy. Ew. Try to get that a little bit better lined up. Neatness counts. Okay, so that should be okay for that. That should get that upper stage going. Do I want a little extra something in here to maneuver around with? Because once I get up into orbit, I really won't have anything to... I'll have to swing this whole thing around. That's going to be a little awkward. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? I'm thinking, maybe... I'm just sort of pissing into the wind here, I guess. I'm honestly not 100% sure what it is I'm trying to do, but I'm going to be doing it anyway. Right, and these no longer do anything, so I'm going to move them. And to move them, let's say up to here. I keep forgetting how the mouse works in this game. I've been playing other video games in the meantime, and all the controls are different. Should I strut across here? Maybe I should. Modular girder segment, cubic octagonal strut. Not big enough. This one's kind of too big, though, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a little trick I do sometimes. Oops. Why didn't that work? This used to work. There we go. I was probably on the wrong face of the whatchamacallit. And brace these down to the main vessel like that. And that provides a pretty good connection, a pretty sturdy connection there. I'm going to stick 2 of these on here. Is there a better one? Not really. I mean, I have other engines. So really the little orange ones would probably be a better choice for that. These aren't too bad though, efficiency-wise. So the idea is that these would be our way to accomplish the rendezvous and do a like trans orbit into minimum space. Stuff to weight ratio is still looking good, so I'm happy-ish. I mean, I don't know how this is going to turn out. This could be a total disaster. And remember, we are not reverting at all on this save. So if somebody dies, they're dead. Let's see. I could try to use these. Is everything square? Everything's square. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks the business. So let's move. No. Easy does it. Let's move these down. Right. How many? How much Delta V do I have? I have tons of Delta V. Okay. Let's do that. My Delta V actually went down when I did that. That was interesting. So let's do... Here we go. This will be onion staged, so to that side, and then I don't know if these count as struts or not, to be honest. Let's swing that around from here to here, and then from here to here, and do some proper struts just in case. Can I get it? Try to get that center a little bit better. There we go. There we go. That almost looks serviceable, so let's see. I'm going to have to do something with these. So these I want to detach first. So that'll be this one. And that one. Good. And then those will detach. And then that detaches. And then I want these to activate when those detach. Come down here. Okay, and then that will detach, and where is that one there? Okay. So this, I actually want to, I'll be doing that manually. I want to put a solar panel on that thing. I might want to put at least one solar panel on that thing, because I don't know if I'll be able to get back home without it. You know what, I have room, I'll just stick two on, whatever. Doop. Okay. And nobody should be in the lander can, good. And our two tourists go in there. Think we're trying to do too much at once? Eh, it's fine. 8,000 meters per second delta V. Doing it once over here. Okay, hopefully this will do it. So let's I should put some launch clamps on this thing because it's gonna fall over. Launch clamps. Come here, you. We'll stick these on right there. We'll get this whole thing down nice low to the pad. Let's make sure everything goes off at once. Thrust to weight ratio of 3.7. Wow. Wow. Alright, so we'll just have to not use full throttle. We'll use about 1/3, maybe a half throttle on the way up. And we'll just play it by ear. So everybody's loaded up. Let's do it. And since I have to dick around in orbit to rescue what's-his-face, I'm not going to bother waiting for a launch window or anything. No, let's do about half throttle. That should be a thrust-to-weight ratio of about 1.6, I think. Just a brief pause to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Alright, here we go. And we're moving in the right direction. Up is the correct direction. Accelerating pretty good. Not too fast, not too slow. And give it a little more oomph. And those first stages are already half empty. Whew. Burning fuel like nobody's business. I could probably, now that they've revamped the aerodynamics, I don't know if like the flat tops of these sections actually matter that much. Once upon a time they didn't matter. That was uh-oh. 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 Okay. Something broke. No, that's uh-oh. Alright. Alright. Nobody panic. Don't panic. We're still moving up, actually. So let's oh god, what do I do?